Dear viewers, my today's video is emotion effect. We all know that for every physical or psychological situations, there is an energy basis. Why so? Because whole of the universe is full of energy. And it is energy which is converted into the material. So all the physical situations and psychological situations, they are the basis of energy. Their base is energy. And also the energy base is converted to chemical base. Now let us understand in the context of emotion. We know that our mind has mainly two parts: conscious mind and subconscious mind. Consciousness, this comes from the supreme consciousness. We can say Chetana in Hindi. And the subconscious mind, this mind is the conditioned mind or programmed mind. From the childhood, the mind is programmed according to the situations, circumstances, and other environmental situations. Now, when we are in the world, we remain interacting with the world. When we are interacting with the world, then what happens? The feelings of others are coming. Different types of informations are coming to the human being. And as we know that the function of mind is thinking, it always create thoughts, and thoughts are transmitted through the different neurons, and two neurons are connected through neurotransmitters. So whatever thinking is going on in our mind, that is transmitted to our brain through neurotransmitters. When these thoughts which are coming to our brain, we should always understand that every thought is having wave, because energy always moves in the wave form. Now, so when these waves are coming, so naturally every wave has certain frequencies. If we say that depending upon the frequencies, these thoughts create different type of feelings, different of situations in our brain. Now what happens? First we'll concentrate on the alpha waves. This most talked about the alpha wave, that is from 8 to 12 Hz frequency. At this stage, we are mostly in the calm state, and we can be influenced by the others. This is the most important stage for the learning. Others can influence us if we are in alpha wave position. So the plus point is that alpha wave guide us for the learning, rather prepare us for the learning, but at the same time somebody can extra influence us. So we have to be cautious in this situation, but this stage is always helpful. Now, when we are in the sleeping stage. What is the position? Position is, say, REM sleep. We are dreaming at this time. We are at the 3 to 8 hours frequency, 8 hours frequency. And when we are feeling guilt, we are just ashamed at that time also. The frequency of thoughts goes down to this level. Similarly, when we are in deep sleep or we are in meditation, our thought waves condition also, its frequency goes down to 0.5 to 3 hours. If we say when we are crossing the road or we are in the tension stage, we are in alert stage, at that time the thought wave frequency is as high as 12 to 38 hertz. But if we are in the joyous, in the hyper stage, hyper alert is there. It means we are having love with each and everybody. We can forgive. We are having compassion. At that time, we are at higher frequency stage, that is 38 to 42 hertz. So in this way, our thought waves are having different frequencies. Now, through neurotransmitters, the thoughts waves are transmitted to the brain or to the body. And what brain is having? Brain is having this left side, left hemisphere and right hemisphere. This left hemisphere, this is more logical, while right hemisphere, it creates emotions in our brain, colorful. So when the left hemisphere is working, it means it gives some instructions. We know that there are 4 parts of the brain. One is the frontal part, parietal lobe, frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and temporal lobe. So our motor neurons are in the frontal lobe. It means this portion. So whenever the left part is active, left brain is active, we are engaged in actions because it's giving instruction. And when the right brain is active, at that time we are having more emotions. It's a colorful things are there in this brain, so we are more in imagination. Feelings of emotions comes here, and accordingly the instructions are given to the hypothalamus. In one way, the instructions are given for action. On the other way, the emotions create certain actions. And how these actions are created? This is created through neuropeptides. There are proteins, neuropeptides, that is created depending upon the different type of emotions. Just if you see, the neuropeptides, through these neuropeptides, the instructions are given to different organs. And the different organs, they releases different type of chemicals. So thus, we are experiencing feelings in different organs. See how these neuropeptides are giving instructions. Suppose this in posterior lobe of the pituitary gland, this releasing oxytocin, which has been prepared in hypothalamus, releasing directly or a vasopressin directly to the breast or to the uterus positions. So here this oxytocin, this peptides, neuropeptides, or we can say this in the name sometimes it is called as a oxytocin. Oxytocin is called the neurotransmitter, or normally these are the peptides. So this gives this feelings of love, feelings of care, tenderness. This type of feelings are created here. The same way, if TSH is released, then this give the feelings in our thyroid glands, and metabolic system is controlled, regulated here accordingly. The same way, if you are under tension, then ACTH, this create some feelings of tension or alertness or fight and flight. This type of feelings comes here in adrenal gland, and accordingly cortisol and adrenaline are released. So different type of hormones are released. So in this way, if we see that different hormones are released with the help of neuropeptides by these organ glands, and accordingly feelings are created. Now if we concentrate on the feelings, then what will happen? If suppose we are having some emotions which are seeking type of emotion, then we feel enthusiastic. If we are having anger or rage is there, then we will be harassing somebody. There is a harassment type of feeling is there. If we are scared, then we may be, or having fear, then we may be anxious for something. If we are having emotion of lust, then the feelings of sexual excitement may be there in the organs. Similarly, if we are having the care and loving feelings, will come accordingly. If you are very much tense, under panic condition, anxiety, then we want that we should be left lonely. We become sad. If we are in playing mood, then we become joyous. So if we see that how these emotions are converted into the feelings felt by different type of organs. So we can simply say, whatever idea comes in our mind, these ideas are converted into thoughts. And thoughts are converted into feeling. And accordingly, we plan the things. And the way we plan, if we do the repeated behaviors of this planning, then that becomes habits. If it is our habit, then we make certain commitment in our actions. On that becomes our lifestyle. Or in this way, we can change our routine, change our this lifestyle, whatever changes we want to make in our body, of interactions, that we can make like that. And if we summarize all this, then we can convert these feelings into the positive and negative emotions. Say, what is the high energy positive emotions? If you are having very high energy positive emotion, what happens? There will be excitement, there will be delightment, there will be astonishment. We'll be astonished. Similarly, if these positive emotions are there, but it is not of high energy type, it is of low energy type, that what will be there? We will feel contented, we will feel relaxed, we will feel calm. And accordingly, if negative emotions are there, and that too of high energy, then what will happen? We'll be scared, we'll feel fear, or we may become angry with somebody, or we may feel alarmed always. This is because of negative emotions of high energy. But at the same time, if it is of low energy and negative emotions are there, then we'll become sad, disgusted, depressed. So it means that everything, whatever we are feeling, that comes from our thoughts. And thoughts are not the real. Thoughts are according to the way we have been programmed. Because thoughts, our thinking depends upon this, the way we have programmed. It means there may be facts of only 20% stage. On 80% is maybe our perception. It may not be the facts. So we can say that because of our conditioning, the way we have been programmed, or in Hindi if we say we are having the sanskar, accordingly we'll have the emotions, accordingly the feelings, and whatever we are reacting, that is based on these feelings, which themselves, these feelings are themselves, are maybe the facts may be only up to the extent of 20%, while 80% only it may be our conditioning. It means our feelings are not based on the facts, 100% on the facts. They based on the way we have conditioned. Means we should always concentrate on our thoughts, that there should be positive thoughts, so that we do not have fear, anger, alarm, sadness, disgust, or depression, because this may create diseases. Friends, in the next video, we'll discuss how the different types of diseases comes from these negative emotions, the negative thoughts. If you like this video, please subscribe, so that whenever I release this next video, that will come to you automatically, and I will feel motivated to create the new video. Thank you.